Hey, Stephen.
Yeah. I was down at Bob's office talking with him, and out of that talk, you know, because we were born in very similar. He was raised in L.A. in 41, 42, 43. I was born in 41 in Omaha, and it was a really rough time, and it became that for Bob too. Because the fathers that came home from World War II were traumatized. I mean, devastatedly. And even the people, the general people were, because there was not surety that we could win that war. You know, they weren't sure at all. So Bob and I, we found a lot in common. And then we were talking about this piece that Bob was doing, the one where they're on the run from the FBI. And I was telling Bob that, you know, we met every morning and smoked our joint and had a Pepsi, and whoever was being drafted that day declared, you know, well, I'm not going. So then we'd have to figure out that day, how was he going to get out? You know, and if it was bad, we resorted to breaking their arm. And that was Big Al would, you know, he'd take a bunch of painkillers, and Big Al would take a baseball bat and go, pow, and just break this bone right here. And then goes into a cast and goes down to the draft board, you know, so that was the most extreme. Guys that wanted to go, that was fine with us, you know, we got them drunk and sent them off. And when they came home, it was the only place I know that happened in the United States, in Excelsior, Minnesota. When the guys would come home, they would kidnap them and take them and get them in a car and go from farm to lake to lake to lake for a month and a half, and just get them drunk and get them through and out of that experience. Otherwise, they would lock up. You know, they'd go home with their families and lock up. And they could say at any time, hey, I want to go see my mom and pop, you know, instead of hanging out with you guys. You know, but it was the only way we knew how to get them back into the culture. You're the British nurse I've heard so much about.
I certainly hope so.
Yeah, good to meet you. It's a little bit like a bear hug.
Are you limping?
No, it's that titanium knee. This one's tricked me, you know.